means unit of blockchain. Now, we've always used units in this company for the longest time, so that is nothing different to us, but this is now our unit for the blockchain. And this will help us, it will have a lot of functions. We'll talk about those later on. And it is just going to help us to pay for all the facilities that we need to keep our blockchain running. Now it's going to start, the issue of it is going to start very soon. I'm not going to give a date. I'm going to guess though, I'm going to guess it's November, and it will end approximately 10 years later. So it's got from 2020 to 2030 is how long that particular token is going to be issued for. So super exciting. Now, if you go to this website, ugpay.group, ugpay.group, you will find our security token WCRU. We're very excited to unveil this. This company was unveiled at our Eventi 2020 event. So when you go there, you can find a copy of the white paper of our security token. And there'll also be a link where you can see the registration for WCRU, which stands for World Crypto Unit, on this website as well. There's a direct link to SEC, which is the Securities and Exchange Commission. But in the USA, everyone, please don't get that mixed up. It's Securities Commission in USA, not any other country. Okay, so this is what it looks like, ugpay.group, if you want to do your own due diligence. Now, when you get there, you will see the filing here. So this is just a little bit of a screenshot of what you can expect when you go to that website. And you'll find a lot of information when you go through the white paper. The white paper is available in quite a few languages. So if you haven't got a white paper yet, many of you are asking for it. It's available for you. Please go to ugpay.group and make sure you download that PDF. Now the WCRU, it has a freeze period of approximately 365 days, and that is a condition for all of us. So when we acquire the World Crypto Unit, we all have to wait 365 days before it starts to unlock. Now, if those of you who are in the company already, we already know about how the unlocking process goes. For the first few months, we get 1%. And then as it continues, we get a little bit more and a little bit more, but you can find all of that information in the white paper. Now let's take a look at our new blockchain tokens, because most of our partners are used to seeing just the crypto unit points in the back office. So they know nothing else that exists. So let's have a look at those. Now they are, as I just touched on, the World Crypto Unit, which is our security token, and it's backed by all those assets that I was initially talking about. Now the World Crypto Unit, WCRU, is its ticker or identifier, is how I like to call it. That is going to have 80 billion WCRU that are going to be issued. First of all, we're going to swap, 35 billion are really for the swap of CRU to World CRU. So we all have, those of us who have crypto unit in your back office, it's really just like a raffle ticket. So this here, you can swap this out. It's an interchange token, and you can swap it for the WCRU, and it's at this moment it's 1-for-1. And we'll also talk about that swapping process, that exchange process, further on in the webinar. So they have 80 billion tokens, 35 set aside for those who are going to be swapping, and then another 45 billion for all the people that are not yet in our community. So crypto unit. Now, crypto unit, we were going to issue 80 billion. Remember, we had been copied so many times in the past by other people who were not well wishers to our community. They copied us in every way that you can imagine, even trying to create copies of this crypto unit. And now what we are going to do is we're not issuing 80 billion of these, we're only issuing 35 billion. Now, most of you know 30 billion have already been sold as part of our packages. They've been given as bonuses. So we could say sold or issued, might be a better word. Now, 30, it's nearly 30 billion. Now, where does the other 5 billion come from? They're going to also set aside another 2 billion that is going to be the gift for the TNG partners from the very first project that this company was involved in. So they're very lucky that the CEO, our CEO, Andrei Haratov, has decided to give them this gift to say thank you. So 2 billion set aside for that. And 5 billion is the other 3 billion is from the staking. Okay, so for staking, and it's specifically for crew stake. And we'll talk about what crew stake is very soon. Most of you already know what crew stake is, but you didn't know that that's what we call it. It is the staking that is available right now in the back office, right? That is what we nickname crew stake. So, so that's how we get the extra 5 billion. So 35 billion altogether, and that is as much crypto units as they are going to issue. Now, UNTB, our unit of blockchain, this is what we are going to receive also as staking rewards. Now, 8 billion, just over 8 billion are going to be issued over a 10-year period. And it's very exciting because when the blockchain wallet is going to open up very soon, we are all going to be able to stake our tokens. I'll tell you which ones soon, and receive UNTB as our free reward for that staking. And what can we do with UNTB? Well, we can do a number of things with that. And what's really important is that we can liquidate the UNTB, which will give us some passive income every single day. Now, who is looking forward to receiving free UNTB? Give me a 2 in the chat if you're looking forward to getting some free UNTB, and use this in the interim, use this to liquidate. You know, maybe you want to purchase, you know, pay some, the mortgage off, pay the rent off, buy some groceries, just your everyday things that you want to do. You can do this with the UNTB. Why risk your security token to have dinner at, you know, at a restaurant? Why risk your security token just to go and have breakfast at a cafe, right? Why risk your security token to go to the movies and eat popcorn, right? When you can use UNTB, right? The security token has its functionality, and that is to grow a massive portfolio and share dividends to all those who are participating. And so these dividends are things that you can, are a payment that you can have for the rest of your life as long as you're holding on to that, right? So everyone will decide what they want to do with all their different tokens. Okay, now let's look at the stable coin, the USDU. I love the idea that we have our own stable coin, and it really is a token that was needed as we were, you know, advancing in our project. I knew that we needed some more tokens. I knew that the one token wasn't going to service all our needs. You need different tokens for different functionalities. And now we know the UNTB, its function is a few things, and also to pay the utilities of our blockchain. Now the stable coin is for us, for the company, for us to receive our dividends, maybe even our wages, maybe loyalty bonuses, profit bonuses, they must be paid in a stable coin. Now, imagine if a company that you work for paid you in Bitcoin your weekly wage, and that is actually legal in New Zealand now. Companies can pay you in cryptocurrency. But imagine getting paid Bitcoin on your payday, which is maybe a Wednesday, and you got paid, say, $800, and you didn't touch it. But then on Thursday, when you opened your wallet, Bitcoin plummeted, and now instead of $800, you had 650. You just lost $150 overnight, but you didn't do anything, right? You didn't buy anything. So that fluctuation is what we have to stop, and that is why we need a stable coin, because every stable coin has a collateral of some sort of, I won't say money, but it has collateral behind it. So for example, if a company is going to pay some wages this month, $1 million in wages, they have to have the equivalent of that set aside in a bank vault or other place. But now companies are using more than just fiat currency, fiat meaning dollars. Dollars and cents, right? They're using more than just that now. They're using assets now. I hear they're using gold, and I also hear that they're using bonds. So everything is usable here. So as long as they have some collateral, they are able to issue out this stable coin. So we have a stable coin, we have the collateral. So if we pay you $800 on your payday and you don't touch it the next day, it's still 800. But wait, there's more. It can actually go up in value, right? So to your benefit, a stable coin can go up in value, but it can't go under the dollar because it already has dollar for dollar of collateral put aside somewhere. So that is a great aspect, isn't it? I remember when the markets were crashing in March of this year, we had a couple of black days there, I think Thursday and Monday, and I could see the stock market crashing. So I opened up my crypto wallets and I exchanged all my altcoins, right? I exchanged all my altcoins for gold, silver, and stable coins. And I watched the market plummet like minus 80%. But my holdings were safe and were growing because everyone knows that a stable coin doesn't go under the dollar. So that's a little hint for you, partners. Now, let's talk about these wallets of ours. If you have a back office with our company, you are familiar with the back office wallet. You're also familiar with the CRU portfolio. Now, what is going to happen is we are going to move from the back office wallet, we're going in the crypto, in the CRU tab, to this new blockchain wallet. Now, how many of you, can you show me in the chat, just say yes or tester, how many of you are already a tester for our blockchain wallet? Let me know in the chat. Okay, let's have a look. Who's a tester? Hamid's a tester. Kitty, yes. Lay Shram's a tester. Okay, lots of testers here. Ibrahim's a tester. Wonderful. Ashok's a tester as well. So we have been having such amazing fun testing this new blockchain wallet. And we were so lucky. First 100 people got to test it. So we've been testing it for quite a while now, since Eventi. And I'm going to show you a couple of screenshots of maybe a bit more than a couple of screenshots of my test wallet. So this is what's going to happen. All of that information, all that, what's in your portfolio, and if you want, what's in your wallet will be moved over to the blockchain, into your new blockchain wallet. And I can tell you that this blockchain wallet is incredible. And I love the way it looks. And believe me, it's so easy. It's very easy. It's child's play. And so this is our blockchain wallet, right? And also, this is something completely separate, is the exchange. So please don't get them confused. They're not the same thing. you'll have a blockchain wallet where you can hold all these different tokens and maybe more tokens in the future. And if you want, and this is in the blockchain wallet, this is where we will be staking, right? We all know about staking. This is where we will be staking. But on the exchange, which is something completely different, you will also have another wallet. How many wallets do you want? On the exchange, you'll have another wallet as well. So question, why would I go on the exchange, right? Why would I need to go on the exchange? Okay, I'll give you a scenario. Let's imagine that I had maybe 10,000 CRU, block CRU. Okay, I'd go onto the blockchain wallet and let's just say I want to swap this, exchange it in the blockchain wallet for the new security token. So I could do that, swap it for WCRU, and then I'd stake it so I could enjoy some free UNTB every single day. So I would maybe at the end of the week, once all my UNTB had got to a certain amount, I might then want to go and exchange it, take it to the exchange and exchange that for a stable coin so I can get some money. We call it liquidate. So I could buy some, go shopping for myself. So this is the only reason why I would want to go to the exchange. I might not go to the exchange every single day. I might only choose to go there once or twice a week. So it really depends on the individual. Some people will just want to do day trading on the exchange every single day. That's great. It depends on what you want to do. Everyone is going to be different. That is why I would go on the exchange only if I wanted to sell some of my tokens. But let's look at this. Imagine I send my UNTB to the exchange and then I go to the exchange and instead of liquidate, I actually go, you know what? Maybe I'll exchange this for some CRU. I'll get some more CRU. So first of all, the arrow goes to the exchange wallet. I'll send some UNTB there and then I'll swap it for CRU and I'll come back around to the blockchain wallet. I'll swap it for the security token and stake to get some more UNTB. So it's like I'm getting kind of like compound interest, right? So I think it's so much fun. Everyone is going to have so much fun. You decide what you want to do with your tokens, but you can build your portfolio. No matter how small your portfolio is right now, you can build it up and build it up and build it up using the wallet and the exchange together as a partnership. So how exciting is that, everyone? How exciting is that you can actually build it up yourself? I think that is a fantastic aspect of what we've created here. Now, another thing is you will have a wallet on the exchange. So imagine you have, say, 500 UNTB. Now, when you go to the exchange, there is a wallet there for UNTB, but you get there and there's no UNTB, but you say, but I've got 500 UNTB. You've got to actually send it there. These two entities don't know each other. They don't know what's happening here, and this one doesn't know what's happening there. So if you want your UNTB to be sold or to trade, you need to physically send it to the exchange wallet. Okay, so we've got lots of wallets, and you just need to know that these are all separate. Okay, let's have a little sneak peek at the test wallet that me and a few other of these our wonderful partners here have been looking at and testing for the last month. Also, they are going to increase. Maria said that they are going to add another 1,000 testers to the program very soon. And those people are the people who completed that QR code during Eventi 2020. Do you remember the QR code that came up? If you were the next 1,000 people after the first 100, they're going to call you. You'll get an email invitation to come and see and test this wallet. So everyone, how different does this wallet look to the wallet we've got in our back office? How amazing is this wallet? I love the way it looks. I love that you can have it in this lovely bright white. It really just stands out. And just at a glance, you can see the different tokens. And also, what makes it really easy is in these gray circles in the middle. These gray circles represent what you can do with that particular token. Now let's go close up. So just at a glance, it looks fantastic. Now up the very top, info, accounts, validators, blocks. You've seen these before when you've gone through the crypto, the CRU tab, through to the crypto unit blockchain. You've seen all of these, but the wallet has soon on it, right? You haven't been able to access that wallet yet. Well, right here we have, and it is, like I said, it's just the test version. So pay no attention to the amounts there. They're just test amounts. But look, this is the dashboard. And one thing that I wanted to tell you about the dashboard is that these 4 tokens have the same address. You know how Bitcoin has a certain kind of address and Litecoin has a certain address and EOS has a certain address, and you can't send Bitcoin to Litecoin, okay? Never the twain shall meet. They don't go together, okay? So it's like the child's toy, you know, the circle with the shapes. Only the circle goes in the circle shape. You can't put a star in a circle shape, and that's similar to with Bitcoin. You can't send Bitcoin to a Litecoin address. It'll actually, you know, disintegrate and disappear, and you just have lost your Bitcoin. In our company, in this blockchain wallet, all of these 4 tokens have the same wallet address for your convenience. I mean, how great is that? I love that idea that this platform can differentiate between the 4 different tokens and just slide it into the wallet where it is needed. This is a great feature. And just know though, when you go to the exchange, they will be separate wallet numbers. But just here on the blockchain wallet, we get to use the same number. Very convenient for our partners indeed, because we don't have a lot of experts, right? So we need to make it as simple as possible for all our partners. So this is the same picture, everyone, but just a close-up view. So we're looking at the 4 tokens, and like I said, there's this gray area in the middle. The gray circles represent what you can do with each particular token. Now, the only thing that we don't have in this wallet testing right now is the cruise stake. And it's obvious we can't have the cruise stake right now because we've already got the cruise stake in the back office. So we haven't managed to do that one yet on the blockchain test wallet. So let's have a look at what the options are with the different tokens, right? Let's have a closer look at all those circles and see what we can actually do. So let's have a look at first of all, we'll look at the CRU, the crypto unit, that token 35 billion. Remember I told you what the 35 billion was, 30 that are nearly already issued in our back office in the packages, 2 billion for the special gift that's going to be issued in December. Remember everyone, to all of those people who took part in the TNG project, Innovative Transport, you need to make sure that they are, time's running out, that they are verified and VIP'd up to get this particular gift. And it has to be before the end of the month, right? No exceptions. So this is the CRU. Let's take a closer look at what it can do. First of all, in the wallet, even though we haven't seen it, is going to be the cruise stake. And I want to make sure that you are dead set in your mind what cruise stake is. Okay, cruise stake, one thing you must remember about cruise stake is It's unlocked CRU only. Unlocked CRU only. That is cruise stake. And cruise stake, look at the name. It's got CRU and stake. So it means CRU for CRU. Okay, so that's how you remember it. And that is basically what's going on right now in our back office. Okay, that is cruise stake. And the only reason we want you to get that in your mind is because we don't want you to be confused about UNTB staking. Okay, so know that cruise stake, two things you have to know. It's three actually. Cruise stake is CRU for CRU, right? That's the first thing, and it's in the name. The second thing, unlocked CRU only. And the third thing you must know about cruise stake is you choose a time frame. Okay, you choose a time frame. UNTB, there is no time frame, and that is how you differentiate the two. So you must choose a time frame for cruise stake. Right now, you have chosen a time frame if you've been staking in the back office from 1 month to 36 months. But moving forward, they're going to lose the 1 month on the block in the blockchain staking. So it's going to be only from 3 months up to 36 months. Okay, so moving forward, they're going to lose the 1 month. Now, partners, the staking in the back office is going to end at the end of this month. Okay, so the company will end it. Now, if you go and end it before the company ends it, then they're going to recalculate and minus 75% from all your staking. So that wouldn't be a good thing to do. Let's let the company end it when they do, so we can get the full amount of the reward credited to our portfolio. Okay, so that's cruise stake, and that is what is already in the back office. It is going to move on to the blockchain. Okay, so what can we do with our CRU? Like I said, unlock CRU and cruise stake. This is what it looks like. It'll be very easy. This is the platform. Unlock CRU. You can stake that as well for UNTB as well as cruise stake. But in this particular staking, there's no time period, right? Cruise stake there is, but UNTB, there's no time period. You could stake for UNTB in the morning and you can stop the staking 3 hours later. Why you would do that, I don't know, but it's your decision. What else can you do with CRU? Right? You can send CRUs to someone. I could send my CRU to Kitty, right? And this is also a great function for parents who have been looking after accounts for minors as well, because minors won't be able to trade on the exchange. I've never heard any exchange in the world where they accept minors. But this is a blockchain wallet, right? And we'll all have a blockchain wallet. So if you do look after a minor account, you can simply just transfer their tokens to your wallet. If you're going to say, for example, let's say that I have to buy Israel pay Israel's camp fee, I might just go and transfer some of his tokens to me, go and sell that on his behalf, and go and pay his camp fees for him from his own blockchain wallet. It goes to mine, and then because I'm his mother, I will go and do the action on behalf of my own son. So there's many of you who will act on behalf of your own children until they're old enough to take over the wallet and also enter the exchange themselves. So you can send your CRU to anyone who has a CRU wallet, who has this blockchain wallet as well, or you can send that over to the exchange. Now, there are a lot of safety mechanisms put in place. When we send something to each other or to someone else, there'll be another PIN number that we have to enter. You're going to have to set that up when you first start. So they're very happy with the amount of security on our blockchain wallet. What else can you do with CRU? This is very popular. many partners will choose to convert the CRU, what it really was made for, convert it for the security token, right? For WCRU. And right now, partners, it is 1-for-1, 1-for-1 swap, but it's not going to be a 1-for-1 swap forever. That is only going to be for 12 months. So just make sure that you know this and decide what you want to do. You know, I've received a bit of feedback and some questions from partners regarding the term stakings that are over 1 year. And I can give you a bit of scenario why you may want to do this or why you may not. So at the moment, 1-for-1 for 12 months, you get to change your CRU, and you can change blocked or unblocked CRU for WCRU. When you have WCRU, you can put that WCRU to work. It's doing nothing for 365 days because it is a frozen token. WCRU is frozen for a whole year, but you can put that WCRU to work and make it stake for you where you can get an income stream right now. And we'll look at that very soon. So convert any CRU, block CRU, or unblock CRU can be converted to the security token. And the security token is what we get our dividends from in the future. You know those quite well. We call that the profit bonus. So the security token, what we have all been working hard to achieve for the last year and a half, our wonderful WCRU, our World Crypto Unit, this one here, it has, let me just tell you about its unlocking process, if you don't know. Now, when we buy CRU, we're quite aware that the CRU that we had is frozen for a year, and then there was an unlocking period. So in approximately 4 years or just over, we would get all of our holdings from the package that we would have bought, right? So with World Crypto Unit, the first 35 billion will have an unlocking period of 4 years. Okay, so why that amount? I believe it's that amount because Andre wants to reward those in our community. And 35 billion completely covers our community, right? It's the 30 billion that's already issued and the 5 that we're setting aside for the crew stake, and also the 2 billion for the TNG giveaway. Now, remember the crew stake, I actually didn't say it, but it's only 3 billion. Once the 3 billion has been issued, the last token to hit 3 billion, then crew stake is closed. No more crew stake. So the 35 billion will be released over 4 years. After that, the next 45 billion, which probably is going to be all of those people outside our community, people that are not part of this community right now, when they purchase the WCRU, our security token, through UGPay Group, they will have to wait for 10 years for unlocking. So they've got a year that they have to wait when they first get it, and then the unlocking is 1%. It could be 1% over X amount of months, and then another percentage over an X amount of months. Whatever it is, you'll see it in the white paper, but it's 10 years. So if you want to make sure that your unlocking happens at a shorter time frame, then make sure that you want to swap your CRU before the 35 billion swapping runs out. Okay, so this is something that you also have to be aware of. If you don't even plan on selling your World Crypto Units anyway, it doesn't matter to you either way. Now, you can also exchange, like I said, you can exchange locked or unlocked CRU for this token, for our security token, World Crypto Unit. And you can stake, like I said, put this security token to work for you. Stake it and then get some free UNTB. Now, for many of us, right now we have frozen CRU. What what do we get from our CRU at the moment? We get part of a loyalty bonus, but we couldn't do anything else with that. But now we have the chance to swap this for our WCRU and get our WCRU working for us, stake it, and claim that UNTB. There's also a great feature when you're staking. It will tell you how many UNTB that you will get in the next 24-hour period. And that's just at that point in time, because people could stake after you, but it'll give you an indication of what you can get. And for example, just in this picture here, I had 100 WCRU, and it was telling me that I would get 5 UNTB in 24 hours for that particular 100. Now remember, there was only a small amount of testers, but it's just an example that you can get notified before you stake of how much the reward will be. So no guessing. Now, only after 1 year period with your World Crypto Unit will you be able to send it. So World Crypto Unit, there's a send button there, but it'll probably be disabled because it's frozen for 1 year. But after that, you can send that to another partner, another peer that has a blockchain wallet like ours, or you could send it off to the exchange if you wanted to liquidate that or even swap it out for something else. So that's what you can do after 365 days. Okay, our utility token, UNTB, what are we going to be able to do with it? It's going to have a lot of functionalities. It's also going to be a token that we use. It's going to be popular for our gaming. There's going to be gamers that will need to buy this token as well. So this will also raise the price. Everyone that comes to our blockchain will need a wallet, and you have to use this utility token to get that wallet powered up, right? So these things and more what UNTB is going to be used for. So at the moment, you can transfer this particular UNTB. Again, you can send it to another pair. You can send it to the exchange and trade it there. You could sell it. You could sell it for so you can get some money, or you might be able to sell it for something else. Maybe you want to sell it for Bitcoin. Maybe you want to sell it for some more CRU that you can, like I said before, you can swap that for the WCRU and then make more UNTB, right? So it just goes round and round in circles, and you get to increase your portfolio. How cool is that? Also, like I said, the wallets have to be powered by UNTB. So everyone new that comes into our community needs to buy it. So you, as a person that makes UNTB on a daily basis from staking, you get to sell this. You'll have a market of people who want to definitely buy. Now, we heard that the UNTB is going to hit the market at approximately 1 cent, that is in US dollars, 1 cent. And I'll just tell you a story about the Binance exchange. When they had their blockchain token, which is BNB, B for Bravo, N for November, B for Bravo, I remember getting a letter asking me to buy the token before it hit the exchange. And it was only 3 cents then. And that was only 3 years ago. Now, when it hit the exchange, it was 10 cents. So quite a massive movement from just the pre-ICO to the actual exchange, a movement of 7 cents, an increase. Now, right now, it's approximately, I think it's about $30. So someone can go and check what the price of BNB is right now. But you know what? If you had bought BNB $100 worth back then, right now, today, it'll be worth 90,000 US dollars. So these little blockchain tokens, don't dismiss them as something that you are still tossing up whether to put in your portfolio, because they're such busy little tokens. They have a function and they will grow in value because they have these particular functions that they have to do. So there's a market for it, absolutely a market for it. Also, we haven't spoken a lot about it, but the UNTB, because it's part of what we call delegated proof of stake consensus. Oh my gosh, what is she talking about? It's a voting system. There's a voting system that this particular type blockchain uses. Delegated proof of stake is just what we call a consensus, which means like an agreement of how we're going to do things, how we're going to validate our transactions. So you can stake UNTB for some voting power. And when we need to do that, we're going to get a lot of training on exactly how we do that and why we're doing that. So what we're doing is we're voting for what we call block producers. And there are 21 block producers. And these are the people that are going to help to keep our network safe. And 21 block producers, it means that our blocks, it's unlike Bitcoin. There's only 21 blocks. So it's very fast, right? Transactions can be validated super fast. Now, I heard that MasterCard, Visa, they do around about 2,000 transactions per second. Bitcoin does about 7 transactions per second, right? 7 transactions per second. And with this blockchain, it's thousands, over 10,000 transactions per second. So I love the fact that this could be like in the future, we could have a card where we actually could pay with the card because we've got such a fantastic, fast, super fast blockchain, right? You could never do that with Bitcoin. You could never go to a grocery store and stand in line at the supermarket and pay with Bitcoin, because you imagine having to stand there, and sometimes our transactions on Bitcoin aren't validated for 10 minutes. You can't hold up the queue in a supermarket and have everyone waiting for 10 minutes before you get some validation, right? But we could absolutely do it in future with this particular token. So to me, that's very, it's something exciting for us to look forward to. Now, USDU, gee, I just love this pattern. I love the look at this particular token, and USDU, just really excited that we've got our own stable coin. Stable coins are kind of very few and far between in the crypto space. So when the stable coin hits the market, people are going to say, huh, is there a new stable coin? I heard there's a new stable coin. There's a new stable coin. From where did they get this new stable coin? They're going to start digging around, and they're going to start digging around, and they're going to find us, and they're going to find the exchange where they can get this, and they're going to be interested in acquiring this stable coin. Like, it's kind of like collector's items, Crypto people love to collect things, right? They're just mad like that. So this is going to be exciting for us. Stablecoin, what can you do? Well, of course, you can send it to someone, again, who's got the same wallet as you. You can send that stablecoin to someone else. This is what we're going to be doing to liquidate. We can send it to the exchange. We can trade it. We can liquidate. We have so many options, partners, where we can use these tokens to our advantage and get some, I love the financial plan. Does anyone know financial plan and the 8 rules of the private investor? What rule is the financial plan? Who knows what rule that is? Rule number what? Let me see. Master Levissi, you are the winner. It is rule number 3. Rule number 3, the financial plan, right? So the company has offered us many options because they know that in the financial plan, and if you've ever done Master Profit, financial plan is for short term, midterm, and long term. We've got a plan for all 3 different terms. Short term, what money that we want today, tomorrow. Do we want to replace our job? What do we need to pay the rent this week, the mortgage, food on the table? Midterm, what do we want for next year? Maybe we want to buy a car, right? Maybe we want to buy a house, and maybe we want to start a business in a couple of years' time. And then long term, we're thinking about, retiring for good. And that is not so far away from many of our partners, and leaving a legacy. So you've got a plan for all of these 3 things, and everyone's situation is different. Please don't try to take advice. Hear what other people are doing, but you need to do these plans, write down on paper what it is that you're going to do, what is good for you and your family, and then study as much as you can. Ask for recommendations, right? But you need to choose, and this is why the education is so important. You need to choose what you are going to do. Some good advice that I like to say is test the waters first, right? I never say put 100% of something into anything. Just test the waters out a little bit. And if you like the return that you're getting, maybe put a little bit more in. So that's just a little bit of a tip and what I'm going to do myself. Now, roadmap, this is very exciting, partners. Like I said, I've pretty much covered everything in this roadmap. The staking is going to end soon. We know that. You're going to get a link to the crypto unit wallet. Everything is going to be transferred. But number 4, I didn't make this clear. The company is going to wait 5 to 7 days when most of you have actually physically moved your CRU to the blockchain wallet. So you have to do the physical action of moving it over, right? And there'll be a step-by-step process. But listen to this, everyone. In the crypto space, when something new is dropping, right? When something new is opening, a new token, a new coin, they don't wait for nobody. They have a set date, and that is the date it starts, even if it's at 2 o'clock in the morning. They do not wait. So the fact that number 4, first of all, when I saw it, I completely laughed because I thought only this company will do that for its community. I've never heard of it. I had to laugh and think they really love you guys, because it never happens anywhere else, right? So they are going to physically check the numbers of how many of you have moved your holdings to the blockchain wallet, and then, and only then, will they start the emissions of UNTB. And, I was kind of happy when I saw that, because I knew there's quite a lot of us experts that would just, the moment it opened, would go flick, 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 stake. And the staking of UNTB is 6.912 million UNTB every single day. And can you imagine if only some of us experts got on there first on the first day? We'd swipe that 6.912 million before you even had a chance to get there. Okay, so I'm glad, and I'm sure you appreciate that the company said they are going to wait for all of the community to get there, for the majority of the community. Lovely, lovely gesture from our company. Now, again, you know about the 2 types of staking. Number 6, after you stake. Number 7, after you stake emissions, they'll wait. The emissions of UNTB will start. It will start to be issued, but the staking for it won't be until 5 to 7 days. Right, so we're going to get lots of prior warning before anything starts. Also, they're going to open up the exchange for 10 days. I think approximately 10 days. Every single day, 1,000 people are going to be able to register for the exchange and just do the KYC only. Just do the KYC. Now, KYC stands for Know Your Customer, right? So from the exchange's point of view, anti-money laundering rules and the government rules say to them, you've got to know your customer. You have to know who it is on this exchange. So from our point of view, we need to get the required documents to satisfy the exchange. So those documents, and we're quite used to doing things like that because we had these documents in many things that we do, like our company, for example. We would need our passport, perhaps your passport, maybe the driver's license. So we don't know what they're going to ask. They could even ask that we, write a letter that we agree to trade or something like that. And they might tell us to write it on a particular date. They may even ask us to give them a letter of where we live, our verification of our address. So we don't know yet what that company are going to ask for. They're completely separate from us, right? So if you're verified in our back office, it's got nothing to do with being verified on the exchange. It's a totally separate verification. So that's not just going to swap over everyone. So make sure that if your passport or driver's license is running out right now, go and get that done if it's running out in November. Okay, what else have we got there? So 10,000, and then they are going to open the first two markets. So 1,000 people a day are going to come through the exchange, but only to upload their verification documents and get verified. After 10,000 approximately, they will start opening the two markets. And the great markets, CRU to USDU, perfect, and UNTB to USDU. Perfect again. The massive congratulations. So they are letting us, this is our liquidation. So we can sell the CRU and we can sell the UNTB if we like. Other markets will be added after that. And it also says here, number 10, we shall provide a wallet and Binance so you can get some liquidity. So the company will have some negotiation with Binance. I'm not sure if that's going to happen immediately, but imagine that will be fantastic. You'll be able to just send our stable coin over to Binance and be able to liquidate on Binance. So isn't that fantastic? Just the fact that we even included with the word Binance, that is so cool. And every month they're going to add a new market. Now, Maria Antonenko, Director of Blockchain, fantastic woman, very knowledgeable. She said that we are going to follow in the steps of Binance. Now, Binance is a fantastic exchange, top exchange, and this is how they started out with just two markets. So, right, if they're the best, why not just follow what the best have done, right? So they had two markets. Let's do the same. Let's have two markets too. And then they slowly added a market every month. So why not do the same as them, right? So this is very exciting, partners. We are moving into the next phase of this company. And I just want to thank every single one of you that made it happen. You all deserve a pat on the back. So partners, this is the end of my particular segment. It is a Q&A time, but let's ask Harry if we can actually field the Q&A from the partners here tonight. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to stop share so we can interact a bit more closer. And I can see some messages in the chat. You are welcome. You're welcome, Etty. You're welcome, Lily.
Thank you so much, Rita ma'am. Such a wonderful session it was. With in such a simple language, you explained such a complicated knowledge. This knowledge, it can't be compared with anything. And I feel that all the Indian partners would have understood very clearly how easy it is and where we are going, where we are progressing eventually. And if all my dear leaders, if you really have admired and are really satisfied with all the knowledge Rita ma'am has given you, kindly click on number 1 in the chat so that she can understand how wonderfully she delivered and what is the true power of our company, our Indian partners, and all the partners from all the over the world. So, Rita ma'am, you can very well see how many people admire you, how wonderfully you have explained what a simplified knowledge it was, and everybody, for them it was really comprehensible. So let's move ahead with the question answer session so that people can understand more clearly what it is all about.
Thank you so much, Sakshi. Thank you, everyone. So Harry, who's going to be doing the Q&A? Do we do the Q&A together or? Everyone,
Ma'am,
while we
I am in Hindi room and
Mm,
you are in English room. So let's do one by one, or maybe you encounter the questions from English room and I will look all the questions from the Hindi room, so
okay.
that we both can coordinate together.
Hmm. Okay. Can we transfer block CRU peer to peer? No, block CRU won't be able to. I doubt you'll be able to move that. You'll have to wait till it's unblocked. So, great question. Uh, 45. Okay, so just some clarification on the 45, and I think this is the 45 billion, which is the World Crypto Unit that is going to be released over 10 years. That will be after. So the first 35 billion that are swapped, those first 35 billion have a release period of 4 years. After that 35th billion has been and gone and has been swapped out, the CRU has been swapped out for WCRU, then it's going to start, the very next token is going to start part of the 45 billion that will start over 10-year unlocking. Now have a look at the on the white paper for the unlocking specifics. Who else? 45 billion. Yep, I got that. So please clarify if we have to move all our CRU blocked and unblocked to our crypto wallet. Uh, the thing is, there's nothing else to do with it in the back office. So it makes no sense. So I would say, yes, you have to, because there's no functionality for it anymore. There won't be any internal exchange. You won't be able to send it through the back office to anyone. You can't liquidate it. There'll be no staking there. So it's dead in the back office. So if you want your crypto units to be, to do something for you, to come alive, you're going to have to move it to the blockchain wallet. So definitely move them all. Yes, the ones that will be left behind are probably from people who haven't logged into their back office for a while. Those ones we will wait for them to. There'll be some time frame, but definitely move it. There's no point. There's no point to leave it there. YouTube link. I'm sure it's on Facebook. So Facebook Live, you can watch it over again. Advise if we should put our unblocked CRU for staking now or to wait. Well, I'll tell you what Maria said a few weeks back. She said that the staking is going to be stopped at the end of the month, which is a couple of days away, right? It's about 2 days away from now. So if you have some unblocked CRU right now, if you go and stake that, you choose your time frame, and if they stop the staking in 2 or 3 days' time, you'll still get the full amount of the staking reward. So put it to work. That's what I say. Put it to work for you. It's not doing anything else. And another thing, just so you know, with the 36-month staking, you don't get any reward for 6 months. So I thought it would have been better to choose the 2.5%, because I know that that is paid every single month. So yes, Charisse did it as well. Okay. Now, remember, everyone, make your own decisions. How to create the new wallet and create the phrase. Sal, that will all be emailed to you. So phrase will be like a password, everyone. So these, don't worry. All of these things will be shown. And, all of our local leaders all around the world are going to help our partners. We have requested that all of our local leaders help in this new phase we're moving to. We will have workshop after workshop after workshop. We will help. We will create videos for you to watch. We will not leave you alone, partners. Please do not worry about that. We are going to wait. We're going to make sure that everyone knows what they're doing. Will small investors be allowed to buy WCRUs through UGPay or just big investors? Okay, well, we haven't seen the packages yet. So I'm pretty sure that anyone, if you can afford the packages that the company is going to create, I'm sure you'll be allowed to purchase that. But let's just wait and get some more information on exactly how that sale is going to be. Why only 1,000 verifications a day? I'm sure it is resources, right? So I'm sure it's down to resources, which means they must have X amount of staff, and they've said that they can only take X amount of verifications that they can do per day. How can you sell unlock CRU if you want? Well, when the exchange opens, then you would transfer your CRU that's unlocked to the exchange and sell that for one of the stable coins. And then there'll be some liquid process that we can also swap the stable coin for some money. So for example, how they said that they'll offer some liquidity with Binance. When you get to Binance, there are ways that you can liquidate as well. So don't worry, that is what a lot of partners want to do. So we will make sure that that option is available for you. Okay. When can I withdraw UNTB, which I got from the block WCRU when I stake? UNTB, you can withdraw that anytime you like, right? You can stop, once you stop the staking, that UNTB will go into you have to claim it, it goes into your wallet, and then you can move that UNTB over to the exchange and sell it if you want, or again, you can exchange it, trade it for another token. So UNTB stake is no time period. You don't choose 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. You can stake in the morning and then 5 hours later you can stop the staking. Why you would want to stop it, I don't know. But let me give you an example. Imagine if me and all this panel, right? Praveen, Sakshi, everyone here, every lovely panelist, and Jana, we were all 10 of us, let's say 10 of us were the only people that were staking, and we all had the same amount staked, right? We would get in a 24-hour period, the 10 of us would share in that 6.912 million UNTB that are going to be made in the 24-hour period. So we would all share how much? Do the calculation, 10% each, 691,200. That's how much we would get each day, because there's only 10 of us staking. So the more people that stake, the more people that share that 6.912 million. Now, let's say for some reason I stopped staking, that there were only 10 of us, right? And I stopped staking. What will happen is the 9 of the panel left will start sharing what I would have had. So they'll start to get more than 691,000, right? So they'll get more than 10% each. You can divide that by 9 and you'll get the percentage. But the more people that stake, you all get what we call pro rata share of the UNTB that is going to be issued every single day. Number 1 on the roadmap, what was number 1? Let me just have a quick look. All staking in the back office will be finished. Okay, so it just means that the crusade that's happening right now, the company will stop it. Right, the company will stop that because all the staking is going to happen in the blockchain wallet. Okay, so that's something that is going to be new. We haven't tested it as the testers. We haven't seen that yet. So that's going to be new for us. So we'll probably all do that at the same time. Why only 1,000 members? Okay, this is a good question. Should it be profitable to stake for the 36 months on the blockchain. Okay, so some people think because there's a 36-month staking or a 24-month staking, and because the swap from CRU to WCRU is only for 12 months, one for one. Okay, if you look at it this way, if after the first year, your CRU was worth $2 and the security token WCRU was worth $30. Andre said that moving forward it would be at market value, which means you would need 15 CRU to exchange for one world CRU. Okay, so for one world CRU. But we never know what the situation is going to be. We don't know that crypto unit will be $2 and that world CRU will be $30. What if this scenario? What if world crypto unit for some reason was 20 worth $20 in just over a year's time, past the 12 months? And then what if the security token was worth $30? It now becomes a bit more profitable to have done the staking now, doesn't it? Okay, so we don't know how the market is going to be, and this is where you have to decide what you want to do. And look at this. Imagine if after 2 years, going into 3 years, the CRU is worth $50 and the security token is worth $80. Again, the Aventi staking looks really good because your portfolio is actually increased by 240%, and you have 240% more CRU, and the swap over is under 2, right? For if it were if CRU were $50 and if the world crypto unit was maybe 70 or 80. So we don't know what the future is going to be. And you just don't know the crazy people in the crypto world. They love to collect. And because every time we swap a CRU for a WCRU, they are going to burn that CRU. So bye-bye, we never see it again, ever. And so how that happens is they send that CRU, the process of burning, right? It's just that they send the CRU to an address where there is no retrieving it from that address. So they send it to an address, and there's no way you can get that CRU back. So that process is called burn. Now, if we have 35 billion CRU, and if in the first few weeks 30 billion are already swapped for the WCRU, there's only going to be 5 billion left, right? The other 30 billion CRU will be burned. So we don't know how crazy the market is that wants this 5 billion CRU. So we have no idea. All we can do is be good, clever investors and just make sure that we keep a watch, right? Keep watching, keep calculating, right? Learn what it is. Look at what your stake is and look at percentages and start to learn how to do all these calculations. Ask for help if you need, but just be mindful that you have to be alert to the market. If you have a lot of holdings and the market is live, watch it. Don't go to sleep. Make sure you're looking at it all the time. Can you exchange blocked CRU for UNTB? Only this way. Only this way. Take the block CRU, swap it for the WCRU, and then stake that. That will give you the UNTB. Do something with that block CRU because you want to put it to work. Otherwise, it's just sitting there doing nothing, right? Will the internal exchange resume? I'm afraid it won't. The audits are still current, so they definitely did say that will not reopen. We're so close. We're so close to the external exchange, So we don't need the internal exchange anymore. So they're still doing the audits on that. I was told by support that if you had some funds, they're still doing the audits. So once those audits are finished, the funds will be returned to you if you had like a limit order in place or you were in the middle of a withdrawal. Miners cannot go on the exchange. Who will be given the crypto wallet? So if you are a parent of a miner that has a portfolio, then you're the one that looks after their account. So you will be given all the information for the account, just as you are right now. Nothing's changed there, partners. It's just exactly the same. You've set the account up on their behalf, you get the email, so you do all of those things for your children, in the interim until they can do it for themselves. So you will get the information to open up their blockchain wallet as well, and this is how you can look after it for them. Like I said, you can transfer whatever you need, whatever they need. You can do the transfer to your own wallet, and then you can go on the exchange and do the trading. The children, the minors, do not go on the exchange, but of course, you as a parent, you can do that for them. That's just common. Yeah, we do everything for our children, right? CRU to WCRU transfer 1 year, right? Then what's going to be for those who stake for 3 years? Okay, I think I did answer that. I answered that question already. How do we move to the blockchain? You will probably get an email. There'll be something, either an email in the back office or maybe to your regular email with the company, and there will be instructions or a link. We're all going to know. And what I love about this company is every time we do something new, we always have training, right? Every Saturday night, the company has something for us, for our partners. So there'll be some training of how to do that, I'm pretty sure. Okay, someone said, asking again, lock CRUs can be changed to WCRU. And the question is it a good thing to change them all to WCRU? Well, if that's what you want, if you do your financial plan and you realize that it's better for you to do that, then you could do that if you wanted to. But like I said, test things out first. Put a little bit in, and then if you like the return that you're getting, then put a bit more. But I always err like on the side of caution. Err on the side of caution, and I always test the waters first. But that's something that I do, and you have to use the education, the knowledge that you have. Study first, please, everyone. Study, if you haven't, the 8 rules of private investor and capitalization as well, so you can help to make a decision. Uh, what if we've already staked 8%? What will happen? All the staking is going to end probably at the end of the month, as Maria said. So if you've already staked 8% and you want to continue that, just when you do the transfer of all your crypto units to the blockchain wallet, then you can just restake there for the 8%, which will still be available. When is the exchange coming? Well, let us check we're going to have 1,000 people do the blockchain wallet test as well. We've also been on the exchange. I've been on the exchange as well, and I have tested that out, and we're giving a lot of feedback to our IT. So they're going to have to make, the IT team that are doing this particular exchange, we've given them tons of feedback, and we can see that they're implementing that, but we haven't got a date for that. As we will have it open as soon as they're done. When all members KYC done, and what happens to our TNG shares KYC? Okay, with the Skyway, with the TNG tab, everyone, nothing is going to happen to that tab. That tab will stay there. If we get a new website, that information will be migrated to the new website. We're just basically waiting on that company to start moving before anything can be done. But they're not disappearing. Please don't panic. They're not going anywhere. And this gift that we are getting for those people who have a TNG portfolio, this gift, please don't be, what is it? The, just know that this gift that you're getting is not from that company. Okay, this gift is being given to you from Andre, from our company. Okay, so it's got nothing to do with that company there. It's Andre is saying thank you to the very first investors who started with this company, who backed the first project, and he's giving them a gift to appreciate what they did in those early years. So please don't think it's a gift from the Skyway company, because it's not. We're still waiting for them to do what it is they need to move forward. What could drive up the price of the CRU? Well, for the CRU to when it's burned, that could drive up the price. So the less CRU you have, the more popular it will become. So that could drive up the price. I don't know if it's going to have any other functionality. I don't believe it will have any other functionality but to be the interchange token for the WCRU. So just like we have UNTB, that is going to be used as a game token in future, among other things. I don't think the CRU will have any functionality. You can still get the loyalty bonuses with the CRU up until a year from now. A year from now, the loyalty bonuses are going to finish. Can we transfer CRU from one account to another? Yes, of course you can. Unlock CRU, you'll be able to move from one account to another. What will happen to the existing 8% staking? I know staking, like I said, will restart all over again. The dates will start all over again when we move to the blockchain wallet. Okay, will partners be allowed to sell World Crew when we enter the external exchange? No, they won't be able to sell it for a year, right? So World Crew will not be, it's frozen, so no one can sell it. Will it only be sold to institutional investors with specific packages? Oh, they'll tell us when the time is right, so we won't guess what packages are going to be sold, but we'll look forward to seeing those packages when they do. Am I able to swap block? Yes, CRU, blocked or unblocked CRU can be swapped for the WCRU. Members under 18, like I said, they won't be able to go to the external exchange because they're minors, right? So minors cannot trade for themselves. There's no exchange in the world that lets a minor trade. Okay, so for transferring CRU to the blockchain, do each need to have purchased a VIP again? I don't think so. I don't think that's a requirement, but that's a good question. I really think it wouldn't be a requirement to do that. But let's ask that question. Okay, just Sakshi, can you let me know how many, I don't want to carry on unless we have limited time, but how long can we answer more questions for? Okay, well, maybe you can let me know in the chat, Sakshi, how long we've got to answer questions for.
We have around 10 minutes more.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So another question is, 2 billion gift, will it only be for the TNG? Yes, partners, for those people who have got a TNG portfolio from the date, which was 2014, right up until October 2020, those people with a TNG portfolio are the ones that are going to get the free gift. So the specifics are that you have to be a VIP club member and that you have to be fully verified. Okay, so make sure that you reach out to those partners and get them. We've got 2 more days left. They get to share that special gift from the company. Now, I know some people said, why all the way to October? Well, there's people still purchasing, like myself, the TNG, because I got a package in February this year. So that package is not finished until November. Okay, so some of us are still paying off TNG packages. How can we get nodes, please, Rita? We don't need nodes in this EOS type network that we have. So nodes, what we will do is, in order to get our rewards, you'll just get all that you need to do is stake. Is there a loyalty for WCRU? If you were in the closed club, there might have been some information there. Let us ask, because I do think that there was a meeting that said that there may be, but let me just clarify that. And we'll just pop that somewhere in the one of the chats. Okay, Patricia, you must have just come in, because the answer to that is yes. I've actually said that 3 times now. Miners accounts, CRU, everyone will get a blockchain wallet, right? Because we're moving all the wallets, what's in our portfolio now, we're moving all of those to the blockchain. So everyone will get a wallet, right? So if you're acting on behalf of a miner, you're still acting on behalf of a miner. Okay, so nothing has changed. It's just that miners cannot go to the exchange and trade, right? It's like, would we send a miner into a nightclub? No. Miners don't go into nightclubs and pubs, right? So miners also don't drive cars, and miners also don't trade on cryptocurrency exchanges, nor do they trade on the stock markets. Okay, so those things we will do, right? So we look after their wallet. We just sort of transfer the tokens that we need from their account to our account, and we trade on their behalf. Okay, so hope that makes it clear for everyone. Can we keep all CRU? This is a good question. To as it is without transferring it to WCRU. You can if you want. It's completely up to you. But you've got to ask yourself: is it going to help me? Is it going to benefit me? So these are just some things to keep in mind. Yes, CRU could go up in price, but there's going to be no other function for CRU. So it's going to be similar to a Bitcoin, right? It's going to be something that has no asset value behind it. So right now, its main functionality is to swap for the actual security token that long term will pay you dividends, right? But no one's forcing you to do anything. You got to choose what you want to do. But remember this, just as a side note, that the CRU loyalty bonus is going to end in a year's time. So there'll be no loyalty from that. You won't get that payment that you get every single month. Is there loyalty for WCA? You would double check. I'm pretty certain there is. And those are all the questions done, Sakshi, on my side. Did you have some in the Hindi chat?
Just hold on. Let me have a word with Harry, sir. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, ma'am, he's saying that through the chatting, I am answering all the people in the Hindi room with their questions. So, whatever you are informing as an answer to their question, he's able to, the people are able to comprehend and understand them. Also, if they have additional questions, so he's typing right now and answering them through the chat.
Great. Okay, perfect. What I'll answer one more question here in this chat. Partners, or anyone that is watching this, just for newbies, if you're not even sure what's going on, reach out to the person who showed you this video and ask them to give you our actual business presentation, because we just went straight into blockchain today. We want this information out immediately. Now, let me answer a question that's in the chat. What happens to block CRU if you don't exchange it for WCRU, or if you don't put it for staking? Will we be able to sell unblocked CRU directly on the exchange? Okay, first, there's two questions there. What happens to block CRU if you do not exchange it or put it for staking? Nothing will happen to it. It just won't work for you and get you UNTB every day. But if you want to leave it there just because you're waiting for it to thaw out so you can sell it directly on the exchange, then you can do so, right? But just watch. My advice to you is just watch the price of it, and also watch the price of UNTB, because you could be staking that and getting UNTB every single day. And do some calculations to check the market of CRU and the market of UNTB, and try to guess, because you can go into staking and you can get a guess of how much UNTB you would get for that particular amount, or just ask around. Then you can kind of do your calculations whether you should think, maybe I should put some into the staking. So, nothing will happen. You decide what you want to do that is best for you. And partners, it's easier if you put the questions into the Q&A section of the webinar, of the Zoom room. But you get loyalty bonus. We don't know what the price of CRU will be. We don't know what the price of UNT will be. We know this, though. The UNTB will start at 1 cent. And it's a blockchain token. So every single person that needs to open up a wallet on this blockchain, on this crypto unit blockchain, will need to purchase UNTB just to power up the wallet, right? So it's going to have an immediate functionality which will drive the price up. Whereas CRU's only function is to exchange for World CRU. But like I said before, watch the market, watch it every day, watch it multiple times a day, because you now have all these tokens, in your wallet. And now you have to be clever, and don't just close off and go and look at it once a week. You need to check it all the time. Keep up to date with it, so you can do your calculations and figure out what your next move is going to be. So just the amount of CRU, if you stake it, it's not you stake 1 CRU, you'll get 1 UNTB. No. However many, this is how many UNTB are going to be issued every single day. I'm actually going to write it in the chat. 6,912,000 every single day, right? Every single day for the first few months. 6.912 million UNTB are made every single day. Now, at the cost of 1 cent, you can times it by 0.01 to find out what their value would be. That's how much they're given every day. But imagine that in the first few days, it goes up by to 3 or 4 cents, and then it goes up 5 or 6 cents. It starts becoming very valuable, right? So that amount can go up and up and up, and you just have to look at BNB, and I'll put that um, in the chat as well. Please check this token out. Go and have a look. Google that token. Just put BNB price. Then you will come out. You will see a chart, and then click on the chart that says all for all time. So you want to see the growth of this particular token over the past 3 years, and you can see just how long it took for it to increase in certain price points. And now it's, yeah, just under $30. So very, very great. Thank you, Ibrahim. $30.79 right now. And to think, imagine one day our token, our UNTB token, will be worth $30. Imagine 3 years from now, ours is worth $30. Or even 3 or 4 years from now, it would be worth the same. And it's starting off at 1 cent, right? It's starting off at 1 cent. So can you see a 5 cents around you? You know, when you look at that, you start looking around, how many 1 cents can I gather up from here? You know, I might have a few dollars in this bank account doing nothing. I might have $2 on the windowsill. I think I've got 50 cents in the car. Gather all of those up if you knew that even 1 cent could in time end up being $30 worth. And like I said before, if it were 30 and you bought $100 worth of that BNB token, you'd have $90,000 worth of BNB right now today. US. Okay, and one more question here. Monthly, I get some unlocking, and what if I change to World CRU? When you change to World CRU, our unlocking starts again. Okay, so you've got to know this as well, that the unlocking starts when you swap your CRU right now to WCRU, the unlocking starts from day one, all over again, 365 days. And if you've done it in the first 35 billion, it'll be over unlocking over 4 years, right? If you do it after that time frame, remember, what is it? Can you remember how long it is after the first 35 billion are swapped to WCRU? 10 years. 10 years after the first 35 billion have been swapped. Thank you, Esther. Okay, Sakshi, is that the 10 minutes up? Yes, I think it is.
Yes, please just hold on. Let me have a word. Absolutely, yes. But the questions will never end. We will
No.
call you again for them. And for today, thanks a lot, right from the core of my heart. Next time, we will definitely invite you with new questions. So get ready for them because we are never end of questions. And thank you for providing your invaluable, your wonderful, precious time with all of us for this. I would love to pay my gratitude to you, saying thank you right from the core of my heart. So I just want to say a small thing to you if I'm being allowed. Let me share my screen. My dear friends, before I leave, I have a small suggestion for all of you. So, if you want to stop this rat race of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For this, we still have a chance. Mr. Andrei Hovrotov have provided us a team, a chance, a pathway, a platform that's called Everich and with the mission of new. So it is our opportunity to move ahead with this mission. And if you really want to come out of this rat race, and if you really want to have a bright future for yourself, if you really have that motive, if you really want that life of peace and happiness, then You should try to change your tomorrow, but tomorrow maybe you don't have time to change your today. So this is your own choice. And before I leave, I have this small video for you in order to motivate you and thank you all the leaders, everyone who is present over here, who have given their valuable time to listen to us, to Rita ma'am, especially wonderful host attending a wonderful topic with such a simplification. Thank you so much, each one of you. So before I leave, I have the small video for you.
वही बंदी एडिडास जैसे बिग ब्रांड की ब्रांड एम्बेसडर है। सक्सेस इससे ज्यादा क्या हो सकता है? लोग कहते हैं हमारे पास फैसिलिटीज नहीं थी इसलिए हम कामयाब नहीं हुए, पर दोस्त तुम्हारे पास कमी उस फैसिलिटीज की नहीं, उस पागलपन की है जो हर विनर में, हर कामयाब बंदे में तुम्हें देखने मिलेगा। इस बंदी के पास ना कोई ट्रेनिंग फैसिलिटी थी, ना कोई कोच था, बस था तो अपने गेम के लिए वो जुनून, वो पागलपन। मुसीबतें इनके जिंदगी में भी आई, पर इनका ध्यान मुसीबतों पे नहीं, अपने मंजिल पे था। और यही चीज हमें इस बंदी से सीखनी चाहिए कि साला कितनी भी मुसीबतें आए, अपना ध्यान अपनी मंजिल से कभी हटना नहीं चाहिए। और जब इस लेवल का पागलपन तुम अपने अंदर लाओगे, तो दोस्त इन पागलों की लिस्ट में अगला नाम तुम्हारा होगा। अगली कहानी एक ऐसे स्ट्रगलर की है जिसके पागलपन की कोई हद नहीं। इस स्ट्रगलिंग एक्टर के पास ना काम था ना पैसा, मजबूरी के चलते बीवी के गहने तक बेचने पड़े। असली मुसीबत तो तब आई जब लैंडलॉर्ड ने उसे घर से हकाल दिया। कई दिन कई रातें इसने बस स्टॉप पर गुजारी। खुद की भूख मिटाने के लिए उसे अपने जान से भी ज्यादा प्यारे कुत्ते को $25 में बेचना पड़ा। जब ये काम ढूंढ रहा था तब इसने मोहम्मद अली की बॉक्सिंग देखी और इस बंदे के अंदर का पागलपन जग गया। इस बंदे ने 20 घंटे जग कर एक मूवी की स्क्रिप्ट लिख डाली। प्रोडक्शन हाउस वालों को स्क्रिप्ट इतनी पसंद आई कि उस स्क्रिप्ट के लिए $1,25,000 देने के लिए तैयार हो गए। पर इसकी जिद तो अलग ही थी। इसने शर्त रखी कि इस मूवी में वो खुद लीड एक्टर का रोल करेगा। प्रोडक्शन हाउस वालों ने इसे मना कर दिया। कुछ दिनों बाद उन्होंने इस बंदे को $2.5 लाख का ऑफर दिया, लेकिन ये जिद्दी बंदा फिर भी नहीं माना। आखिरकार इसके पागलपन और जिद के आगे प्रोडक्शन हाउस वालों को झुकना पड़ा। मूवी रिलीज हुई जिसका नाम था रॉकी, जो कि सुपर डुपर हिट रही। आप समझ ही गए होंगे मैं बात कर रहा हूँ हॉलीवुड के सुपरस्टार सिल्वेस्टर स्टैलोन की, जिसने कभी $25 के लिए अपना कुत्ता बेचा था। आज उसकी नेटवर्थ है $500 मिलियन। ताकत सिर्फ जीतने से बाहर नहीं आती दोस्त, तुम्हारे मुश्किल हालात तुम्हारी असली ताकत बाहर लाते हैं। दोस्तों पागलपन की और एक निशानी है, मुसीबतें थक जाएंगी इनके आगे, लेकिन ये नहीं। और ऐसी पागलपन भरी कहानी है दुनिया के वेल नोन ऑटोमोबाइल ग्रुप होंडा के फाउंडर सोइचिरो होंडा की, जिन्होंने 15 साल की उम्र में ही एक ऑटोमोबाइल कंपनी में काम करना शुरू कर दिया और 6 साल की मेहनत के बाद अपनी खुद की कंपनी स्टार्ट कर दी, जिसका नाम रखा टोकई सीएकी। लेकिन बदकिस्मती से ग्रेट डिप्रेशन के चलते ये कंपनी शुरू होने के साथ ही बंद हो गई। इस फेलियर की वजह से इस बंदे का गुजारा तक मुश्किल हो गया, लेकिन होंडा हार मानने वालों में से नहीं थे। 2 साल और मेहनत करने के बाद इन्होंने अपनी नई कंपनी शुरू कर दी। नाम रखा होंडा टेक्निकल इंस्टीट्यूट। पर जैसे कामयाबी के पहले किस्मत भी इनका इम्तिहान ले रही थी। वर्ल्ड वॉर के चलते इनकी कंपनी बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट का शिकार हो गई और पल भर में कंपनी के साथ सारे सपने जलकर राख हो गए। कोई नॉर्मल बंदा यहाँ पर हार्ट अटैक से ही मर जाता, पर इतना सब होने के बावजूद ये बंदा अपनी मुसीबतों के सामने झुका नहीं। वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 खत्म होने के बाद होंडा ने फिर से अपनी कंपनी खड़ी कर दी और इस बार कामयाबी को इनके आगे झुकना पड़ा। होंडा के सक्सेस के बारे में आज बच्चा बच्चा जानता है। दोस्तों मुसीबतें आपको तोड़ेंगी और आपका पागलपन आपके मुसीबतों को। इसलिए अपने अंदर उस पागलपन को लाओ जो किसी मुसीबत को तुम्हारे सामने टिकने ही ना दे। दोस्तों पागलपन इसे कहते हैं जब कोई हकलाने वाला बंदा सिंगर बनने का सपना देख ले। ये कहानी एक ऐसे लड़के की है जिसके सपने उसके सच्चाई से कभी मेल नहीं खाते थे। ये कहानी है एड शीरन की, जिसने शेप ऑफ यू और परफेक्ट जैसे कई सुपरहिट गाने गाए। इस बंदे की हकलाने की बीमारी के चलते कई बार इसका मजाक उड़ाया गया। एक बार इनके पिताजी ने इन्हें एमिनेम की सीडी लाकर दी। एमिनेम को गाते हुए सुनकर ये बंदा इतना इंप्रेस हो गया कि पागलों की तरह अपनी हकलाने की बीमारी को दूर करने के लिए मेहनत करने लगा। 16 साल की उम्र में सिंगर बनने के लिए ये बंदा घर छोड़कर लंदन चला गया, पर वहां कोई पहचान ना होने की वजह से 3 साल इस बंदे को रेलवे स्टेशन पर गुजारने पड़े। ऐसी हालात में भी इसके पागलपन ने इससे हार मानने नहीं दिया और इसी पागलपन की बदौलत आज ये बंदा इस सदी के सबसे बड़े सिंगर्स में से एक है। आज इसके नाम 4 ग्रैमी अवार्ड्स और 5 ब्रिट अवार्ड जैसे 100 से भी ज्यादा अवार्ड्स हैं। नशा करना है तो ऐसी जिद का करो, ऐसे जुनून का करो। हमारे देश में लोगों को उनकी इंग्लिश फ्लुएंसी को देखकर जज किया जाता है। ऐसी हिंदी मीडियम में पढ़ने वाले एक बंदे के साथ किया गया। तो आज इंडिया की सबसे बड़ी पेमेंट ऐप कंपनी पेटीएम का ओनर है। जी हाँ दोस्तों, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ विजय शेखर शर्मा की। इंग्लिश में कमजोर होने की वजह से इन्हें कई जगह प्रॉब्लम्स है, लेकिन अंदर सीखने का जुनून और पागलपन इतना था कि ये बंदा दिन रात लाइब्रेरी में बैठकर इंग्लिश सीखता था। ग्रेजुएशन के बाद इन्होंने 197 नाम की एक कंपनी शुरू की, पर वर्ल्ड ट्रेड सेंटर के अटैक की वजह से इन्हें काफी नुकसान झेलना पड़ा। कंपनी बंद करने की नौबत तक आ गई, पर इस बंदे ने कई जगह से 24% इंटरेस्ट से लोन लेकर खुद मल्टीपल जॉब्स कर कंपनी को जिंदा रखा। इनकी किस्मत तब चमकी जब इनकी कंपनी ने पेटीएम ऐप लॉन्च कर दिया। बाकी हिस्ट्री सब जानते हैं। आज इसकी वैल्यूएशन $15 बिलियन से भी ज्यादा है और इसके इन्वेस्टर्स रतन टाटा, जैक मा और वॉरेन बफेट जैसे दिग्गज है। दोस्तों, ऐसे कमाल तब होते हैं जब कोई अपने सपनों के लिए पागल बन जाता है। अगर तुम्हारे अंदर भी किसी चीज के लिए ऐसा पागलपन है तो कमेंट में जरूर बताना। दोस्तों, आपसे एक फेवर चाहूंगा, इस वीडियो को अपने सभी दोस्तों के साथ